So I'm a little unsure what's going to happen here with some of these pigments that go down and how they're going to respond. Again, I'm a little new to this set, so I'm curious to see how these colors are going to look, or how they're going to mix. So we'll find out. All right. Soften things up a little bit. Again, a lot of water here on the surface in the beginning, just kind of getting the right transitions. Also working with a flat brush because I'm actually hoping to get a little bit more painterly brush strokes rather than a perfect blend. I love the flat brushes probably most these days because the brush work really happens the most with the flats more than the rounds. But the rounds give you that point of the brush, that point of the tip, the detail. So when you're into smaller areas, you definitely got to move back to the round. But when you're in the open spaces, you're staying loose, that flat brush is your best friend. Even the small ones. It's not necessarily just the big ones. When I started really painting in oils, that's when you have to use the flat brushes to push the pigment into the surface. The rounds don't have the stiffness that you need, so. That tap tap is I'm actually using the mixing tray that comes with this set, and it's a metal. It's one of the things I also do like about the Caran d'Ache stuff is that the gouache sets come with an aluminum tin, so it's a little better for mixing, especially when it comes to gouache. Sometimes the plastic stuff stains, doesn't clean off as well, so a metal tray works a little bit probably best. That's what they kind of tell you when you start working in gouache, the metal trays, because it cleans off better. But you need one that's also painted white underneath, right? Or at least a light enough color that if you work transparently with it, you can see what you have. Once you're kind of mixing opaquely, browns, grays is more of like a traditional oil painter's palette. But when you're transparent, you have to have that luminosity, so you got to have a little bit of white behind it. And this palette looks, this set actually is giving me a little bit of a half white, half sort of aluminum back, so you could use it more transparently probably for the whites, and then when you're moving into opaque, you can move more of the middle gray. I don't know if that's what they were planning, but that's how I'm planning to use it. I might switch to tube paint once I get into the really thick opaques, because we'll see how much these Caran d'Ache gouache cakes will actually get enough paint into the brush. I'm doubting, but I don't think they intended this set to necessarily paint that thickly. So we'll just have to see what happens there.